Hey, what is happening? Hurst Quayzar here, coming at you with another episode of Rot2Rad in my garage called Quayzar's Customs, playing a little game called Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Now, if you're new to the channel and want to know what Rot2Rad is, it's where we go out into the junkyard, we pick up a low mileage ride that's rotting out in the junkyard, and we bring it back in here to the garage, and we fix it up to something radical. Now, your part in all of this is that at the end of it all, you let me know if I should sell it or if I should save it. So that is your part. So when we get done, you need to let me know, should I save it or should I sell it? All right. So just a couple of updates here for those who've been following along. The Plymouth Volare. I got the supercharger on it, both the fan belts and the fan down there, and a couple of carbs. And honestly, that's about all I've been able to get to because I have been extremely busy. Now for our Toyota Supra 2020, overwhelmingly there has been, everyone would like to keep it, and I am with you all. I like this car. I even like the pearl paint job look on it. So I'm good with that. I'm going to save it. So I'm going to send her to the parking area. Great. Thank you very much for letting me keep her. All right. So I think that's about it for the updates. Let's jump into the junkyard and see what we can find today. So if, in case you're just wondering, I am keeping a running track of which cars I do build, so I don't do them duplicates, all right? And I was just wondering as I logged into here, how many of you liked wandering the junkyards when you were a kid? I know I did. Oh, we have a Mustang Convertible. We have not done this type of a Mustang. What is this? This is a convertible stance. This is from, I do believe this is from Dead Bob 777. 60,000 miles. This might be our only car out here. 60,000 miles. I think that might be it. Oh, here's another Supra. This is an older Toyota Supra. Let's see what she's got. Ooh, 76,000 miles. This is a Targa. I want to say Targa. It's probably Targa. I don't know. I do believe this has a green underglow to it, or it has no roof here. Awesome car. Awesome. I believe this is Gullywogs. Gullywogs maybe. Alright, so it has not beat the 60,000 mile mark, and we have not done a convertible Mustang, so that's still a contender. And I'm not seeing anything else out here in the junkyard. I think we are scrapping it out here. My God. Oh, and we have a this is a vanilla truck. This is a Smith 1500. And this is one that I messed around with in the editor. What does it have? 127,000 miles. I call it an SVT. Kind of a throwback to the Ford SVT series. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. So I guess we are going to go jump into this Ford Mustang. It's a convertible. It's not bad. I'm not liking the color of it right now, but it does have the dual overhead cam. This is the AXK engine, so I could put the supercharged version in here, which would turn out really nice. I think I might do that. Supercharged version in a convertible Mustang. How much summer fun is that, right? I think that's. I think we could do that. Man, those wheels are sticking out there. Stance. I wonder if it has. Man. Yeah, those wheels are sticking out way farther than I would think. But that they should. But I'm going to buy it. We're going to send it to the garage, and then we're going to work on it. Considering some of the Mustangs I've seen here around here lately, I think I have an idea of what color I want to give it, but we'll see. Alright, so with this bad boy, okay, so this has got some fender wells on it. Okay, so that's why the wheels are sticking out. We don't have the fender wells over here, so that's kind of cool. Can I paint the fender wells as well? Probably. Man, I hope so. I think I want to go with a solid color, and we will see how that goes. All right, let's just strip this all the way down and sell off all the parts. Let's get this all taken care of first. Get the doors off, and get the hood off, front end off. Let's just strip this car all the way down to nothing. Get the headlights out. Yep, I got that. Doors off. we're just going to build it from the ground up completely. I think that does it. All right, we're going to sell off all the parts. The Hot Wheels. Okay, so I got to remember convertible for the Hot Wheels. So we're going to mess this up a little bit. We will see how it goes. All right, so it is a Ford Mustang. Now I am a GM guy. I don't hide that. I'm not fond of the wheels on this, so we are going to go with something a little different on here. Yeah, I'm a GM guy. I do like Camaros over Ford Mustangs, but you know I can appreciate I'm a Ford Mustang. I'm not one of them Camaro guys that poo-poo on a Ford Mustang just because you know they run people over in crowds. Yeah, it's a meme. If you look it up, you know the Camaro guys are always joking about the Ford guys losing control of their cars and going into crowds. Yeah, just look it up on the internet. It's just all over the place. And I'm sure the Mustang guys have the same thing for Camaro guys. I am sure of it. Oh, this drive shaft's a little off there, Dead Bob. Okay, well I'm not gonna fix it right away. Typically, if I was doing this on my own and just chilling, I would see it. I would basically go into the editor and fix it, and then bring it back out. But you know, because the way I'm recording this and the way I'm running this gameplay in this series, it's like I'm doing it as I do it. And seriously, some people will probably think, "Oh, you're just editing." The only thing I'm editing is just like the time-wise, like between garage and the junkyard. All honestly, every time I've hit the junkyard has been the one time I've hit the junkyard and I pick whatever I find. I mean, it's just the luck of the draw, you know. It is what it is, and I get what I get, and it doesn't matter if I like it or not. I'm going to build whatever's the lowest mileage vehicle. So, not saying I don't like the Mustang, so don't get me wrong there. But this thing is in some horrible shape. Did you see some of the rust on this damn thing? Alright, I think I've got that. Now, it does have dual fuel tanks on it. So, the explanation is that the Ford Mustang does have a dual tank on it. So, that's why Deadbox777 has 2 tanks on this, which means with 2 fuel tanks, you have 2 fuel pumps, which means I can get 2, count them, 2 fuel pumps. I am all over that. Alright, let's go find the fuel pumps here. So we're going to get a dose of those, yeah? Yeah. And while we're in here, yeah, I was messing around with the fan here. Okay, so let's take a look at our inventory. We have, okay, so this has an ET of 35. We have a 315/30. It's a 20-inch wheel. All right, so an ET of 35. So what is the ET of 35? ET of 35 means that it pushes the tire out away from the car. So the farther the bigger the number, the farther away from the car it is, or farther away from the axle, I should say it is. Now this is kind of messed up because actual ET, if it was a positive, which this is, I believe it would put more under the car. So a negative would put it more outside the car. I believe that's the way that worked. I'm not sure because I don't do this kind of stuff to my vehicles. I typically try to fit everything underneath the car because that's where I believe it needs to be, honestly. But you know, the whole center of gravity and the whole that whole thing. So let's get here. We're getting a caliper, a couple disc brakes, a couple of pads. Okay. So I'm using my list as much as possible here. So as you can tell, I'm right-clicking all the pieces that I need. And then what I do is I jump out of there, then I go into my tablet, and then we jump over into the shopping list, and there, lo and behold, is my shopping list of everything I need, and I'm not going back and forth. Now, I have grown with this over the past videos. Thank you, all of you, for mentioning this. I appreciate the help and the tips and everything. So I'm slowly but surely embracing this this way to play this game. So, all right. So I need a caliper. Of course, I need a couple of discs. we'll go ahead and get a couple of ventilated discs because we know we're going to need them up front too, so might as well, right? Alright, so I need a couple of the U-bolts. There we go. U-bolts, the shock absorber Bs, 2 of those, 2 caps, 2 springs, rubber bushing times 2, and a spring cap. Only 1 spring cap. Okay. Then we're going to go to the engine. We need to get the fuel tanks. So we got, like I said, we have 2 fuel tanks in this, so we need dose of those. Alright, so for rims on a Mustang. I really want this thing to stand out, right? I don't want it crazy. Like some of these wheels on here, they look like something that should be on a dubbed Impala. A dubbed out Impala somewhere. Or I should say donked out Impala. I want something crazy. Something I haven't done, I guess. Most of these I have done, or I just simply do not like, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to, man. I always like picking something out of the rim DLC because it's just, you know what, this is a Mustang, so maybe I should go with the Mustang rims. No, this is like stanced out, so we need to do something. I like the Mercedes wheels, but I'd love to put the Mercedes wheels on a Ford. That would just be crazy. Need something I haven't really done. Man, you know, it's hard for me to get out of my box and to try to put something, because I was thinking about doing like the 16 rims here, but I'm afraid it's going to look really ridiculous on a Mustang. I mean, it really would. These are very similar, a little off. Let's go with these. I'm going to go with these. Let's see, I'm going to get 2 of them for now. It's a size 20 and the ET of 35, right? So I'm going to get 2 of those. I think I'm going to chrome them. Okay, so, and what is the wheel size here? The tire size, I should say. 315/30. So a 315/30. 315/30. All right. So a 315/30 wheel. Go with that. 315. All right, we'll go with the sport tire. All right. All right, let's jump over here. Should I go? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with the chrome look. I am partial to the chrome look in all of these. So you know, after I do this, I'm probably going to regret it. Nothing against the Mustang, because it's one thing about Ford when they brought up the Mustang. Seriously, they really gave it that retro look. I mean, they really did. Chrysler was on top of it when they brought out the Challenger, right? They were all over it, and I got, hands down to them, hands down. When they put that beast out at the, I think I went to the auto show. It was back in 2009, 2010, I guess, in Detroit. They had the Challenger there, and they had the Camaro. And I will tell you, the Camaro looked like a stupid cartoon. That's what it looked like to me. honestly. It looked like a cartoon. But years later, I was like, yeah, you know, it kind of grew on me. So now we have it. We have a Camaro in my garage now. So it doesn't look too bad, all chromed up. So maybe, you know, maybe that'll work out. Now to figure out and pick out a color, I don't know. I'm usually partial to like the butterscotch look of the Eleanor, the original Gone in 60 Seconds butterscotch look for the Mustangs, for the Mach 1s. I've really liked that color combination of the black and the butterscotch. Really, I just, something about that I really liked. The Mustangs, I think the Mustangs looked better with some of the blue and white. The dark blue and white that the Mustangs had. I thought those were like really cool. Like even the Mustang 2s. Like if you're old enough to remember Charlie's Angels, you know those older. I want to say the Mustang 2s. I can't remember them. You know the one Farrah Fawcett drove, the Cobra. You know that color combo on those made it look very sporty. It was like it lined up with the Pinto and the Chevrolet Vega and and the AMC Gremlin. So you know, it was just one of those things. All right, let's see what that's going to look like on here. I think it's going to look a little ridiculous, but we'll see. Not too shabby, I don't think. I think we're good. I like how wide it is, or how open it is. So that may not be too bad. This is the first time I've used this wheel, so you know I'm a little apprehensive about using it just because I think it'll look ridiculous. But this is a stance Mustang, and it should look a little redonkulous, right? It should. This is something that should be out there on the drift circuit, or something just cruising around on a Friday night. That's what I think. Alright, we're getting this all laid in. Oh, got that. Forget that bushing. Holy cow. So I am hoping everyone is feeling good and feeling great. Again, if you are happy, and you know it, subscribe to my video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm always looking for new subscribers, always looking for new comments down below. So yeah, by all means, if this looks like it's going to go your way and you like it, hey, let me know down in the comment section that you do like it. That is for the front, so we're not going to deal with that. All right. Let's see. I've already dumped out all of that. I'm going to dump out this engine. And this is a basic engine. This is an engine that. Go ahead and take all this crap off. This is one of the original vanilla engines that came with the game. So, yes, I mean, it does have the opportunity. I do have the opportunity to put it in a dual overhead cam Coyote engine in it. But I don't know. Let me think about that. I may go with the Coyote. I may go with the Supercharged. No matter what, one of those two is going to go in it. I'm not putting the V12 in it. So you might as well stop the video right now because I'm not putting a V12 in it. No. Just kidding. Just keep watching. Maybe I will. No, I won't. But hey, keep watching anyway. This will be great. This will look good by the end. By the time I'm done with it, this will look good. I have been busy this past week. It's been a struggle for me to try to get these videos out because it's just been one thing after another. Just life in general. Just you know, taking one turn after another, and it's just you know, we are trying to survive, and life itself out in the world is crazy enough. We don't need other stuff to drive us even more insane, but it happens. And I'm hoping that this video is finding you healthy and happy and safe. And honestly, I do say that sincerely because it's not to be melodramatic or anything, but I do have a neighbor that has stage 4 cancer. Great guy. It's heart wrenching to know that his doctor sent him home to say, don't Google anything. Just go home and be with your family. Just, have the time that you have. That's really heart wrenching to hear that. So my prayers are out to that family. And when I say I'm hoping everybody here is doing well and doing fine, I sincerely hope you guys are doing well. Wow, with all those pieces and parts, not a whole hell of a lot got fixed. Oh, I think I am going to be hurting here. Okay, let's go ahead and there's a couple of things I'm going to have to do already. I'm going to need a couple of those, and I'm going to need, a couple of these. Nope, wait a minute, I am so wrong. Nope. Guess a couple of those and a couple of those. Let's jump into my inventory because I got a little ahead of myself, didn't I? Brakes. Okay, so I'm going to need, okay, so that's gone, that's gone, that's gone, that's gone. So I'm going to need one, oh, okay, hang on. Keep forgetting to clear my list. Let's clear your list. Okay, there we go. Then let's jump back into inventory. Brakes, need a caliper, need a cylinder, all right. Suspension is in bad shape here. Man, need both the lower suspension arms on that. Rubber bushings, I know we're going to need a few of those. 2 links, a steering rack, 2 bearing hubs, and 2 bearing hub caps. Oh, what was the wheels for this? Okay, so these are 305 30s. So it's a 20. 305s. All right, so... Oh, wait a minute. Is it off by 30? It's an ET of 30. So, okay, so that's a good thing I looked at that because that's not as far as the rear, right? So I did get those, right? Hang on. Yeah. So let's get 2 of those in a size 20 with an ET of 30. Got it. Okay, so we're going to go with the sport tires. 2 of those at a 20, at a 305, with a 30 profile. Okay, got that done. All right, let's throw a couple of these together. Put that on there. One thing I don't understand is people are asking about multiple player for this game. Really, for me, I know some people would like to have, a multiplayer game, but I just can't see it. I mean, I like this, being in my garage all by myself. Now, I do see the multiplayer coming to an advantage if you set your cars out for, say if let's say Dead Bob made this, right? So I come in, I fix it all up, I do some stuff to it, and it changes the config file, and I'm able to give it an auction. Now, if I were to auction it off, that would be pretty cool to be able to do. That way, anyone on the internet that liked my car can give me the highest bid, boom, they win it. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang, done. I can see that happening. Or, if I wanted to bid on a car, and somebody else has done, like Oldtimer. Oldtimer has a lot of nice configs out there, so check out the Steam Workshop for his stuff, and I will actually put a link down below for his workshop for his config files. So you're looking for something a little different, he has produced quite a lot of good config files that would be helpful for your inventory, so check them out. Okay, brakes. I think I've gotten everything. No, I did not even go into. Okay, so let's go in. All right, let's get my shopping list all fired up here. Okay, brake caliper. Let's go. Need a brake caliper. Need a brake cylinder. Let's go into suspension. Need knuckle hub. Front steering knuckle A. Front sway bar. Front wheel hub. Of course, your inner and your outer tie rod ends, 2 of each. Lower suspension arm. Shocking that. Holy crap! I had to do both of these. So both the lower suspension arms on that. Rubber bushings. I'm going to need 8 of those. Not a big deal. A-links. A steering rack. And of course your bearings and your bearing hub. We are good to go. Let's grab that wheel. Mosey on over here. Let's take a look at our inventory and actually sell off parts. All of them that we don't have. That works. And because we don't need this garbage, we're going to sell off these combo parts as well. All right, let's get to going here. Yeah, multiplayer. I read about that all the time. I'm like, why would anybody want somebody else in their garage? Kind of reminds me of like Minecraft when they're grieving each other's realms. I mean, I can't see that happening. I am looking forward to another rendition of this game though, because I really think there's a lot of things that could be improved in this, and I love the idea that if they improve things, paintable parts would be a great asset to this game. One thing I had thought about is I've heard like the 2015 game so much better in the garage because it was light, airy, whatever you want to call it, brilliant or whatever it was. That would be nice for the 2018. I always thought that it would be nice to have like a showroom right off the garage. Like if you went, like say there's a door way over there by the tires, right? If there's a door over there that you walked through, and it went to your showroom, to where you could house like 3 of your favorite builds that you've done, and they stay right over there. So it's an actual 3 different places instead of giving me 26 or 25 or however damn many parking levels there are. Now I will say I was one that wanted more parking levels, so I can't complain too much. Instead of having a parking level, it would be great to have something like that over there, and something that's open, like when you go to the salon, you have like windows everywhere, and you see the city, and you see cars passing by. That would be cool for a showroom for your own vehicles. That would be great. I do like the camera aspect of this game. I think the photo mode is awesome. I like it. Keep that, definitely. Is there anything I would take away? Probably not. I do like everything about this game. Actually, I've played it an awful lot. I've definitely got my money's worth out of this, that's for sure. It's kind of hard for me to put this down and to go play anything else just because I enjoy it so much. I'm sure I'm sure you guys can feel the same way, but I'm curious. It come up to my question of the video. What other games do you play that really takes up your time other than Car Mechanic Simulator 2018? What other games are out there that you enjoy playing to pass the time? Let's see. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, and I missed the rubber bushing. I bet it's over here somewhere. Did I? Nope, it's this one over here. And the exhaust system isn't lined up very good on this either. He's probably updated this and I don't know it. So that's alright. That's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm going to drop this bad boy down. Let's drag the engine out of it. Let's put the engine on there. Alright, so another thing that I like doing in this series is be able to salvage the engine block. Now, you know, much like you would in real life, you have a tendency that if you can find a car with numbers matching, right? And it's usually transmission and engine block, rear end, things like that. All the major components of the car. If you can find a numbers matching vehicle, it's always worth more. Now, in this game, I don't think it's actually worth more if you do, you know, if you keep all the pieces, honestly. But, you know, just for pretend sake, we would hope that it does. And none of these pistons have are attached to the crankshaft. Go figure with that. It's like somebody goes in a junkyard. Who goes in a junkyard and steals crankshaft bearings? I mean, really, who does that? All right, so let's see what we can repair over here. Fingers crossed we can do the block. The rest of the stuff we don't really care about, but oh wait, hang on. Do I really want to do this, or do I want to drop a coyote in here? I guess that is the main question right now. It is a Mustang, and I think it's well deserving of a coyote engine. So, you know, to hell with all this. It's gone. No, because there's nothing in my inventory. We are going to go from scratch, and I guess we are going to go with a coyote engine. So while I'm going to do this, I'm going to see. We are going to go ahead and fix this body a little bit, and the interior. Might as well get that done. Now, I may keep it that color. I don't know. Kind of color is starting to grow on me. As long as I can get... I don't know if these side pieces... yeah, I don't know. Alright. Let me jump into this real quick. What can do? Stance. It's 2005 Mustang. Okay, so... if I go with a 2005, maybe I can just come up with that stuff. I'm really curious of whether or not these fender wells are going to paint. Not sure they will. I'm hoping so, but we'll see. 2005 Ford GT. No. Mustang Convertible. Okay. Mustang Convertible clamshell. Definitely want that. The GT front end, definitely. Okay, where am I? What am I looking for here? We're not out of the convertibles, so I got to stick with the convertible stuff here. What am I where did wait a minute. Convertible. It's got to be here somewhere, right? What am I missing here? Okay, here it is. So fender E. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these on here real quick and see if they're paintable. I really want to make sure they're paintable. Okay, so now I'm going to, just for giggles, I'm going to send this bad boy over to the paint shop. Yes, they are paintable. Oh, yes. Alright, so I'm not going to... yeah, I like that. Yeah, I do like that pink car. I think I'm going to stick with the original color. I'm kind of digging on the blue. For whatever reason, I'm digging on the blue, and the KR does stick on there wow, look at that. I think I am liking that. Okay. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put it. So she's dancing out on us, boys and girls. She's looking good. All right. Definitely worthy of the gonna put that convertible top on there. Definitely for sure. Okay, definitely worthy of the Coyote motor. So let's jump on here. Dang. Hang on. Let me see if I can. Because I took the motor off there, I've kind of screwed things up. So let me see if there we go. There we go. Okay, now we can clear these up a little bit. Definitely worthy of the Coyote, and it's been a while since I built a Coyote, so please bear with me. Right there she is. I really think I just like the Coyote. I just flat out like the Coyote. I have no reason. So V8J. So let's jump into here. We are going to go to the engine parts. I'm just going to type in V8J and hopefully we will get what we need here. I think I'm going to need 2 of those. We need 2 of those. Man, I'm not mistaken, probably 20 of those. One of those. Crankshaft. I'm hoping I can get the heads and stuff from the other shop. I think I need 2 of those. Only 1 of those. Okay, so let's go. Let's go into the engine. Going to pick up. I think I'm going to need a belt tensioner, definitely for sure. Crankshaft bearings, at least 3 of those. Crankshaft pulley. I think it's going to be the V8 version of it. I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of guessing at this point. Like I said, I haven't done too many of these, so kind of winging it. We'll go 4 of those and 4 of those, just to have them on hand. I do believe the intake is available. I believe it's the regular V8 piston rings. I'm going to need 8 of those bad boys. Rod caps, definitely 8 of those. I got the fan belts already. We're going to need a V8 starter. Yeah, I'm not even sure of these, of which ones I'm going to need for these. I believe it's, I want to say 2 of those. Maybe I'm totally wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe it's 2 of these. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Let's go down here. Water pump. Does this go in? I think it's the regular V8 water pump. Water pump pulley. Yep. Let's jump over here to the speed shop and see what we can get out of here. Engine pieces. Alternator. Is there a V? Okay, what's the V8J here? V8J. What can I get here? Head A, head B. 2 of those. Intake. Yeah, that's about it. That kind of sucks. Because I don't even know what camshaft goes in it now at this point. Fuel filter. I know there's a fuel rail in there or something. I know there's going to be at least 8 of those. Pistons, 8 of those. Power steering pump, I believe. 8 of the spark plugs. I have no idea if it needs a throttle or not. Jeez. Not even sure. Alright, so I am totally winging it at this point. We are just going to start slapping this piece together and see what we come up with. Alright, already I have to flip this bad boy over because I don't have... You know what I forgot? I always flip and forget this stuff. Let's go back here. Engine parts, gearbox, draw bearing. I always forget that stuff. Okay, is that a V8? Yeah, okay. So we got that. You know, of all the V8s I do run, I don't usually come across the Chrysler ones for the F-type conrod bearings, conrods and pistons. Don't come across those too many. I'm sure it's in the other engines, and I just haven't. I don't build them that often, I guess. I don't come across them enough to build. So. This is coming together nicely. I'm glad I decided to go with the Coyote engine in it. I mean, it's just fitting. It belongs in a Mustang. I mean, come on. Let's be fair. Putting an LS type engine, well, at least what appears to be an LS engine, into the Mustang is kind of sacrilege, I guess. You just wouldn't do that. You know, I've always been the believer that you put Ford in Ford and you put Chevrolet in Chevrolet, and you know, it's just the way I feel about it. You know, a lot of people put like the small block Chevys in like the 32 Fords. That's all well and good, you know, but now, why not put like a small block? Let's see, what was a small block Ford engine? A 289, I think. You know, like a 289. You know, you mildly build it into a 32 Ford, and you're good to go, bro. You're good to go. Definitely get enough horsepower out of a little small 289 and be good. Okay, so this is interesting. So we're gonna put the heads in. This is where I find out what camshaft I'm needing because I don't know. V8J, which, by the way, we do not have in the performance shop. Go figure. Okay, so that's in there. I'm going to have to get a couple. I guess I'm going to have to get 4 of those damn things. Put together as much of this as I can before I have to go back into the shop. Camshafts, I need 4 of those. Only 4 bolts on this. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, I tell you. Alright, so this needs the DI fuel rail and a V8 throttle B. Alright. Alright, V8J. I get the camshafts. I need 4 of those bad boys. Just jump over to the performance shop. And I need a throttle. They don't have a V8B. Do I not have a V8B in here? That's ridiculous. Jeez, okay. You know, if I could spell fuel correctly, I would be good. I'd be going to do good. Wow. Okay, so, oh, hang on. I've got to get my throttle. Jeez. V8B throttle. Check that out. That's an ugly piece of junk I'd ever seen on the front of this beautiful engine. Come on. Ridiculous. Come on, Red Dot. Give me some brakes here. Yeah, I guess I could have put these Alright, here we go. This is going to take forever in this piece of it right here, because these little small bearing caps for this camshaft takes a while, but nearly not as bad as all the rocker arms and stuff. The rocker arms and the shafts for the old style V8 engines. Definitely crazy with that piece. So now let's find out what kind of chain we need here. Yep, I nailed it. All right, cool. All right, happy to hear about that. Got that set up. You know, I haven't built too many of these, but I'm very happy that I was able to figure out that piece of it anyway. What am I missing here? Got this all together. I guess I've got to get. I do not have that. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these pieces in over here. Check the gaps on all the spark plug wire, on our spark plugs. Everything is good to go. Our gap is good. Remember checking the gaps on those? Do you remember checking gaps on the points on your distributor? Fun fact, a matchbook was 19 thousandths of an inch thick, which is the exact measurement you needed for the points of a 327 Chevrolet engine. If you ask me why I know that, it's only because I broke down one time and didn't have a feeler gauge, and I actually had somebody tell me that, you know, before I broke down, that that's what it was, and lo and behold, that's what it was. So it got me home. That's all I can say. All right. So yeah, I think it's these two here. We'll get a couple of those. I think that's all I needed for here, right? I should have a couple of these in storage. Yep, we're good there. We're good there. We're good. So for the most part, I have conquered the Ford Coyote engine as far as what pieces I needed. Now I did cheat a little bit by typing in the VAJ, but hey, why not? Okay, I don't think I got a... Did I get a water pump? Oh, I did get a water pump pulley. How about that? Wow, I am I'm amazing myself at this point. Yeah, all these rollers, it's going to be interesting to see if I got all this right. I think I do, but you know. Hey, belt tensioner. Okay, anything off the front? No. Okay, so we're going to go with the heads here. Sweet. Okay, now the coils, and then the coil covers, which are going to be let it be known, when these coils go bad, it will make your life miserable. To try to figure out which one it is, when they go bad, your car is going to sound like it is running on, of course, 7 if not 6 cylinders, and it's just going to sound horrible. It won't run at all. Okay, now why did I actually remove this engine pulley, this engine stand, when I knew I was going to use it? I'm an idiot. Okay, let's slap you in. No other engine parts in the car. What? Oh, install. I hit the remove. Dork. Alright. Put some oil in here. Yeah, this looks beautiful in here. With the blue, I think this is going to look really, really good. Now, I may go with a sports seats on this. Yeah, he has the sports seats in here. So, I am thinking I'm going to take those out, take that out, take that out. Let's jump over to, come on. Why can't I go into my tablet? Okay. let's go into the interior shop, and we're gonna go with some custom two-tone stuff right there. And I'm liking the steering wheel that was in it. So this is steering wheel B, I believe it was. I believe that works for me. Actually, the Mustang wheel right there, even though it's a newer model Mustang wheel, I think it's well deserving of that steering wheel. So, come on. Yes, 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 and yes. All right. That Cobra, that Coyote engine looks so good in there. Okay, so what do I need for body parts here? What goes in the back here? Something goes in the back here, definitely for sure. All right, let's just cruise into the body shop and find out what we need. All right, so we're looking strictly convertible. So where does that start? Starts up here with the front end, the convertible. Window front. Let's see. Let's go window front 3. Let's see what these are. Window front 2. That's Mustang. That's convertible. Okay, let's go with one of those two. GT, a Shelby version. Let's go with the Celine look. I think I'm gonna go with the Celine look here. Should I get that one? I actually kind of like. Yeah, we'll go with the. What's the Shelby look? I like the Celine look. Man, which one? Yeah, we'll stick with the Celine look. We'll mix it up a little bit. We'll give it some aspects of the stock look. I don't know what the difference is on these doors. Fenders. Do I want? It's a V6. I don't want that on there. We'll stick with the Cobra look. I'm going to mix all these up, so this is going to be kind of crazy. Shelby. That Shelby look to it. American Muscle Shelby. For the tail lights, dang, what am I going to do with the tail lights? Did the Celine rear, so I'm going to do that. Tail lights. Which tail lights am I going to use on here? Go with I'll go. I think I'm gonna go with the stock tail lights actually. Rear door. No, I'm gonna go stick with regular stuff. Rear fenders, huh? The Shelby GTX. I don't want that. Already got those. All right, so those are gonna be those headlights. The MMDs. We're gonna go with the stock tail lights. Trunks. Do I have a Celine convertible trunk? Shelby. This is going to be like a real mixed bag of stuff, I'm telling you. Maybe I'll just go with the Hot Wheels. So this is going to be, like I said, a mixed bag. And I bet people are just rolling in their graves right now. So like a GT front end, we're going to put... we're going to kind of... I want to keep it stock, yet give it that... I want to give it that look like it needs, like it's a badass car, right? It just needs to have something. And I wish that fender was a little different. Yeah, no, I am not digging that at all. We need the regular stock taillights in there. Alright, I feel like I'm missing something, as in something needs to be back there. So, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so what's the bench seat? I thought I was missing something. Holy crap. Yeah, I know the air filter is all screwed up. I'm trying to figure out what the rear seat is. And because the way I am positioned, oh my god. Okay, hang on. So I could read this. Bench Spectra. Okay, so the bench Spectra. Alright. I couldn't read it because of the way it was lining up. So the Spectra bench, right? Bench MD, bench Mojave, bench Mustang, bench Bianco. Bench Spectra. Black one, right? Yep. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, I think we got that all situated. Let's take a look inside here. Let's do the final push underneath the hood here. Get all these brake components taken care of, because you know this is in bad shape in here. Gotta have these working right, because God knows you get a convertible running this kind of horsepower. It needs it. Okay, so that clip. Now I know it's going to need an air filter too. Or not an air, a radiator. So I'm going to guess. For the radiator, I'm going to go with the 2. Fan 1, fan 2. Go ahead and jump over here. Get a couple of these, a couple of these. I think there's a couple of those and a couple of the tailpipes, which I think are probably up here. I think that's what it takes. I want to jump down here. Gearbox V8. Get that. Drive shaft, which I think I dumped. Everything I think got repaired, so. Let's swap out batteries. We'll see here in a minute. Servo's in good shape. All right, ABS, module. Yep. Okay, that's all good. Battery. Radiator A. What? Did I not? Oh, did I not get the radiator? Did I not get the radiator? I didn't get the radiator. I got all the other crap but the radiator. Isn't that just ducky? And it's the single fan. Oh, drat! I've been foiled. I have been foiled again. Okay, so single and radiator fan. Also, I'm going to need... We just might as well go ahead and get this just in case. Airbase. Airbase cover. Clip. We'll go ahead and get 4 of those. I'm probably spending money out the wazoo for no apparent reason, but that's alright. Engine, air filter. Now that should take care of just about everything underneath the hood. Get these clips on, and I should be pretty much good, ready to go underneath the car, get the transmission mounted up. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the exhaust is going to be a little bit off on this for sure. The front exhaust is C, so let's jump over here. Let's pick up a couple of those. And it's really primarily because we swapped engines. That's one of the probably the hardest things about swapping engines is that, you know, in an editor we can align everything up, but when you start swapping motors around, it's not going to line up anymore. And people don't understand that. It's just that, you know, it's set up for a certain way, and if you screw with the different engine configurations, yeah, that's what I thought, then nothing's going to line up. So let's see. I don't know if that exhaust pipe is in this configure, and it is a performance piece. I am not seeing it, peeps. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing it. So I didn't mean to do that either. So I'm going to jump over to our regular exhaust systems. And yep, exhaust pipe B. We need 2 of those. So that's what we needed underneath here. So let's connect those up. And we are golden, right? We are golden. I think that is it. Send it over to the paint shop. Now it's a GT500 KR. KR stands for King of the Road. Thank you, Dead Bob 777, for straightening me out on that because I did not know. See car status. What's 90%? What am I missing here? Right front fin. Oh. This right here. Okay. Now, that should be good. Okay. Alright, so we'll put a license plate on it. What can we put on here? Plates. Let's see. What can we put on here? Pennsylvania. Yeah, we'll put Pennsylvania plates on it. Crowded. How's that? Crowded. Just like that meme of all the Mustangs running into people in the crowds. And I have no idea where it's at. It's there somewhere. And because it's underneath there, it's going to be hid. But it's on there anyway. It's all good. Let's put you on the ground. Let's send you over to the paint shop. All right, we're going to keep her blue. We are definitely going to keep her blue, and we're going to go with that black striped livery. Ooh, wait a minute. I do kind of like the white stripes on there. Hold the fort. Do we have a black stripe? No, don't need red. No, don't need purple. You know what? I think I like that better. I think that's it. I think that's what we want right there. We want that right freaking there. Hell yeah, just GT500. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm good with that. Let's send her over to the dyno. I actually like those stripes on there, man. And like I said, it's got a mixed bag of parts on it, but you know, why not make them? You know, anyone who owns these type of cars, whether it be a Mustang or a Camaro or a Challenger, you're always making it unique to yourself, to your personality, and that's what makes these cars great. Is that you can make them your own. So 757 or 54 horsepower with 657 pounds of torque. I'm not very impressed with that at all, but that's okay with me. All right, there we have it. A 2005 Mustang Convertible by Dead Bob 777. Isn't that awesome? I think I liked the way the wheels came out on it a lot more than I thought I was going to. With these fender wells, though, I really wish these fender wells would draw back into the body panels. You know, much like how this front one is, kind of draws down to the line and draws in. And this one needs to be drawn in a little bit too. But when all these, anytime there is these wide bodies, they really need to be drawn in my opinion. But all right, there we have it. Oh, jeez. Okay, so part Celine, part Cobra, or part GT, part Mustang, part Cobra. I don't know what it is, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. I really like the way this car turned out, to be honest with you. I didn't have high hopes when I picked it up out of the junkyard, but it's not up to me. Like as always, it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. So let me know what you think. Should I save it, or do I need to sell it? It's totally in your hands at this point. Thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you again in the next Rot2Rad Junkyard scavenger hunt. All right. For now, this is Hurst Quayzar saying thank you, good night, and I am out.